They never told this story in the history books because it was not about conquest. It was about survival inside conquest. Rome was not just an empire of swords and discipline. It was a machina perfectly organized, endlessly efficient, and terrifyingly indifferent to the man who powered it. And in that machina Broken Bar soldiers did not just fight enemies. They fought everything. Even the ground they stood on. Even the water they drank. The new recruit Marcus was not a hero. He was not chosen by destiny. He was just another young recruit from the edge of the empire, taken into the Roman legion because his body was strong enough to survive punishment. The first thing he learned was simple in Rome: pain is not an enemy. It is a routine. March until your feet bleed. Carry weight until your spine forgets comfort. And obey even when your body refuses. He believed glory waited at the end of it all. The first campaign the legion moved like a living creature. Thousands of men, one rhythm, one purpose. At first, Marcus thought war would be chaos. But Roman war was not chaos. It was structure. Testudo formations. Perfect lines. Controlled destruction. The enemy broke against them like waves against stone. And Marcus felt it for the first time. This is what power looks like. But power always has a shadow. And Marcus had not seen it yet. Invisible enemy. Weeks into the campaign, something changed. It started small. A few men complained about stomach pain. Others said they felt weak after drinking water. No one took it seriously. Because in the Roman army, sickness was not dramatic. It was normal. So they kept marching. But then men began collapsing without warning. Fever followed them like smoke. And the worst part was this: there was no enemy to fight. No shield to break. No sword to block. Only something invisible moving through the legion faster than orders. The hospital. Marcus was eventually taken to the Veletudinarium, a Roman military hospital. Clean compared to the camp. Quiet compared to the battlefield. But not peaceful. Inside, men lay in rows, some recovering, others waiting. The smell of medicine mixed with death. Doctors moved quickly, not because they were panicky or Broken Bar, but because they had seen this before. Too many times. Marcus watched soldiers who had survived battle as a Broken Bar die in silence from something no one could stab. The truth of Rome. One night, an older medic sat beside Marcus. He said something that changed everything. Rome does not only fight enemies. It fights its own conditions. He explained what soldiers already knew but never said aloud. The water was not safe. The camps were too crowded. The body was stronger but not invincible. Rome could build roads across continents, a Broken Bar, but it could not build a world without disease. Marcus finally understood: the real battlefield was not outside the walls. It was inside the legion. Survival. Marcus survived. Not because he was stronger, but because luck favored him longer than others. When he returned to duty, nothing felt the same. Victory still came. Legions still marched. Emperors still celebrated. But Marcus had seen the truth behind it. Every victory had a hidden cost. Not written on stone. Not carved in marble. But buried quietly in the soil of forgotten camps. Final lines. Narration close. Rome built an empire with discipline. It won wars with strategy. It dominated history with organization. But its soldiers paid for every advantage with something no monument ever recorded. Not just blood, but suffering that never made it into history. Because some wars are not fought against enemies,